This coin holds more than just monetary value. It represents a moment in time when a nation transitioned from centuries-old tradition into a modern era. The 1970 10 new pence coin is more than a piece of metal. It is a witness to historical change, a symbol of heritage, and a prized possession for collectors who understand its true significance. The United Kingdom's decision to decimalize its currency system was no small feat. It required rethinking, re-educating, and reforming a population so used to pounds, shillings, and pence. A system that had lasted for hundreds of years. The idea of decimalization had been floated for decades, but it wasn't until the late 1960s that the plans were officially put into motion. It was an enormous effort, requiring everything from redesigning coins to educating the public. And within that context, the 10 new pence coin was born, not just a unit of money, but a symbol of this nationwide transformation. The coin itself was struck in copper nickel, a strong and resilient alloy designed to withstand decades of use. It has a weight and feel that gives it an undeniable presence when held in the hand. At 11.31 grams, it was heavier and larger than the smaller coins introduced later. Its diameter of 28.5 millimeters gave it a strong presence among the other coins in circulation at the time. One side of the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The portrait used was created by Arnold McKin, and it would go on to become one of the most iconic and enduring images of the Queen. She is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a royal heirloom that lends the portrait an added sense of continuity and regal tradition. This image was used on decimal coinage for many years and became instantly recognizable not only in the UK but around the world. The other side of the coin features a heraldic lion, a symbol of strength, power, and royal authority. The lion is crowned, walking forward with one paw raised, known in heraldic terms as a lion passant guardant. This design came from the artist Christopher Ironside, whose work on the reverse of the coin helped shape the visual identity of British coinage for decades. The lion had been a part of British symbolism for centuries, and placing it on the new coinage tied the modern system back to the history and culture of the United Kingdom. Around the lion, the text reads New Pence and the denomination 10. The date, 1970, is inscribed at the bottom. This was the first year this specific design was struck as part of the preparation for decimalization, which would be fully introduced to the public in 1971. Though dated 1970, these coins were technically part of a pre-decimalization issue. They were released as part of collector sets and not intended for general circulation. In fact, number 10 new pence coins dated 1970 were issued into everyday use. That makes them unique. They were struck to help familiarize the public with the new decimal coins, offered in special sets, and distributed to collectors, institutions, and individuals who wanted a keepsake of a changing era. Because of this limited distribution, the 1970 dated 10 new pence coin is relatively rare. It was not commonly handled, spent, or lost like the coins that came after decimalization in 1971. Many of these coins were kept in pristine condition, sealed in plastic or encased in official mint sets. This has made them particularly desirable to collectors looking for early decimal coinage in high grade. Yet even among those, the condition of the coin makes a significant difference in value. Coins with brilliant uncirculated quality, unmarked surfaces, and perfect mint luster fetch higher prices at auctions and in private sales. Some are professionally graded, assigned numerical scores that determine their overall quality on a 70-point scale used in numismatics. A coin graded at MS68 or MS69 is considered nearly flawless, a perfect example of the type. Most casual collectors or owners of these coins may have them stored away without realizing their potential value. While millions of people might have had access to the 1970 sets, very few kept them in perfect condition. Humidity, fingerprints, accidental handling, or improper storage have diminished the quality of many existing specimens. Beyond its physical properties, the 1970 10 new pence coin carries meaning. It's a coin that speaks of change, of the modernization of a nation's economy, of the efforts made to simplify everyday transactions and bring Britain's currency in line with global standards. Before decimalization, a pound was made up of 20 shillings, and each shilling consisted of 12 pence. That made 240 pence to a pound, an awkward system that baffled visitors and younger generations alike. Decimalization aimed to simplify this by introducing a system where 1 pound would equal 100 new pence. This change required education, communication, and a huge public campaign. People needed to understand what the new coins meant and how they compared to the old ones. Shops had to adjust pricing, schools had to teach the new maths, and the government had to oversee one of the largest overhauls in economic history. The 10 new pence coin served as one of the leading examples in this change. Even the design and denomination were carefully chosen. 10 new pence represented 1/10 of a pound. It was equivalent to the old florin, a coin that had circulated since the 19th century. By making the 10 new pence coin the same size and weight as the florin, it eased the transition. People already familiar with the florin could recognize the new coin and use it similarly, which helped reduce confusion during the changeover. This careful design and planning helped smooth the process of decimalization, and the 10 new pence coin played a key role in that effort. It's not just a coin. It's part of a larger story about how nations adapt, evolve, and modernize while still holding onto elements of their tradition and identity. Decades later, the 1970 10 new pence coin is still a topic of fascination. It's discussed among numismatists, studied by historians, and sought after by collectors. It represents a turning point in the United Kingdom's history, a moment when a new system was introduced, but care was taken to honor the old. Today, these coins are valued not just for their design or metal content, but for what they represent. They are reminders of a different time, artifacts of change, tokens of transformation. And for some, they are more than just reminders, they are investments. In recent years, the coin collecting market has grown dramatically. As more collectors search for pristine examples, the prices have climbed. The 1970 10 new pence coin, especially in mint condition or in its original packaging, has seen significant increases in value. But one particular coin has captured global attention, commanding a value that stunned even seasoned experts. This extraordinary specimen, preserved flawlessly and authenticated at the highest grade, was sold in a high-stakes auction for an astonishing $6 million.